to pound up the stairs because research has shown the mechanical impact of pounding your bones translates into biochemical feedback, which causes your bone to say, oh, a lot's being expected of us. Let's lay down better bone.
That's the voice of orthopedic surgeon Dr. Vonda Wright, and she explains this concept very well. You see, bones are living tissue, and they only stay strong if they're challenged. So when you pound stairs, you're actually doing something very specific for your skeleton. Every step is going to create ground reaction force, okay? So that force travels up your foot, through your leg, and into your hips and your spine. And bone cells, they sense that stress and respond by lying down more bone. And that process is called mechanotransduction. It's literally how bones turn force into strength. And at the same time, your muscles are contracting powerfully, and the muscles pull on the bones where they attach, and that pull is one of the strongest signals bones get to stay dense. And the other thing is speed matters too. So faster, more forceful movements stimulate bone far more than slow, gentle ones. And here's why it matters. Ladies, listen up. Osteoporosis is incredibly common. 1 in every 2 women over the age of 50 will break a bone related to osteoporosis. Bone loss accelerates after menopause, and most women don't even realize they're losing bone until they suffer a fracture. Walking is great for your heart and your mental health, but it doesn't create enough force to stop bone loss. Bones need impact, load, and power. So pounding stairs isn't actually extreme. It's preventative, and it's telling your skeleton you're still needed. You need to stay strong. And that's how we protect our bones well before the fracture happens.
Wow. Let's unpack this. So, brutal transparency. Sometimes growing up and even as an adult, I have been accused of having an attitude because of the way I walk. Y'all, I've always walked heavy. I just, if you have wood floors in your house, you gonna know where I'm at anywhere in the house. Okay, I'm just saying. It wasn't something I did on purpose. It wasn't something that I wasn't angry, but I was always labeled as having an attitude because of the way I sounded when I walked through my parents' house. So we're gonna talk about me, my parents. Okay, not one, my father passed on, but we got to talk about this. And hopefully I can get through it in this 10 minutes. First, take a deep breath. Because I know I'm not the only one. I got so many comments when I posted the video somewhere else about people was like, oh my God, me too. Hold on. And I have notes. So, I stay focused. So a heavy gait. Well, first of all, let's start by letting you know that you were punished for a neutral bodily trait, okay? You was punished for that. You're not the only one, but it's okay. We're going to get through. A heavy gait is biomechanical. It's sensory. It's nervous system based, okay? It's often tied to posture, muscle tone, or how grounded somebody feels. It is not an attitude, aggression, disrespect, or emotional intent. That's what it's not. But unfortunately for me, and from what I'm seeing in my inbox, some of y'all too, this is for some of y'all, not all of y'all. Listen, your mother assigned that meaning to your walk, okay? I'm sorry. Take a deep breath. Or whoever, it could have been your daddy, it could have been your boyfriend, because I've also heard other men say that they teach their daughters that it makes them less of a lady if someone can hear them walk into a room. The fuck? So the message wasn't your steps are loud. The message became your presence is wrong. Your body is hostile. You are doing something bad without meaning to. This, my friends, is a deep form of invalidation because it turns something unconscious into something moral. Y'all, this is a deep form of invalidation because it turns something unconscious into something moral, in case you didn't hear me. This is classic, what we call in science is so cool, emotional misattribution. Look it up. There are many different kinds of it, okay? So for me, my mom, and for you, whoever, okay, fill in the blank. What they did is they confused impact with intent. So instead of the sound startles me, she made it into I'm stomping with an attitude. That, my friends, is projection. And when this happens repeatedly, oh no, I tried to read that without my glasses on. But when this happens repeatedly, it trains a child to distrust their own internal reality. That's inside of here, okay? I knew, say hi to Jasper. My daddy gave me him when I saw him for the first time. So anywho, I knew I was just walking, but I was told, no, you're expressing anger. Now that wasn't verbalized, but that is how I was treated because of the way that I walked. I'm sorry, did I say this creates cognitive dissonance? It's the earrings. I get so distracted. They're my favorites. Anywho, I didn't feel angry. You don't feel angry, but you're told that you are. Therefore, maybe my feelings can't be trusted. Y'all know what? This is how self-doubt gets installed into your psyche, into your brain, in the way you move and do stuff, okay? It's not your fault. Take a deep breath. Listen, it likely taught you to shrink or monitor your body. And over time, this kind of correction, quote unquote, leads to hyper awareness of your movements, trying to walk softly and tiptoe and fuckle. Oh my God, could you imagine as a child how it would feel to live in a house every day where you feel like you have to tiptoe, like you're sneaking all the time? It just, oh my God, could you imagine? Oh, some of y'all doing that to y'all kids right now. It's okay, I'm here to help. This also can actually create tension in your hips, your legs, and your spine, you guys. It suppresses your natural rhythm. I mean, who, you know what I'm saying? Who? Anyway. And it also creates shame around taking up space. Oh my God, I am being so blessed right now, are you? Please, 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 please. Be assured you are not wrong because you're not wrong. You're not. And this didn't happen because you did something wrong, but it happened because peace depended on compliance. Your body learned being noticeable equals danger. This ain't a while. Jesus, can I talk? This ain't about your gait, boo. It's about safety, okay? And I know that this seems weird and like, why is we talking about this? Because it has affected somebody other than you, okay? In their whole life, they've been tiptoeing around thinking that they are angry, or somebody done told them that they're angry, and they're like, well, maybe I am angry. No, you're not angry. It's just your walk, okay? So, listen, the adult continuation, okay? Because I mentioned to y'all that this maybe I didn't, but this has happened to me in my adult life, okay? Yeah, I'm good fucking grown, okay? So even as an adult, this matters. You know why? Because by then, it's no longer parenting, it's control of interpretation. Do y'all understand that? Look this stuff up for yourselves, okay? Because some of y'all are in these relationships and y'all keep going back because people keep saying, but that's your mother and you gotta make the relationship work. And I bet you were not allowed to say, this is just how I walk. I got smacked. This means your reality was overwritten. They didn't give a fuck. So, an old belief of yours and possibly mine is that my walking means I have an attitude. How many of you women out there have been told that? I know you have, because I see you in my inbox, so don't be acting shy now. Comment and let folks know you ain't got no attitude. It's just how you walk. Or you could be professional, like I'm trying to be, and you can say it like this. And this is going to empower you instead of, make you all whammed up and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You ready? Take a deep breath. You have to breathe. This is some heavy shit, okay? You're going to say to yourself, my walking is neutral. Other people may react to it, but it does not define my emotional state. That's for all the nice people. That's for all the nice people who want to be politically correct and you're still harboring a little bit of fear about standing up for yourself because this is kind of like the first time you've ever stood up for yourself and it's weird for you. I get it. This coming up next is for my gangsters that's out here ready to put paws on people so they trying to be better so that they don't be pawing up my gangsters. This is what you say. I do not need permission for my body to exist. Period. So there are more, you guys, but I'm running out of time. If you do want to see the whole rest of this whole list, because it's a list, and you want to understand all of the other meanings for this whole BS belief system, please follow me on YouTube. I'm going to do a longer video with more content, with more definitions, with more explanations, with more BS belief systems, and more reframes to make your life easier, because this is some bullshit. Oh, and I'm on Substack too. That's really where it's going to be, because